Right. So what drew me to the idea of statistics as a preceptorial topic is that I guess statistics maybe gets sort of a bad reputation. People see it as a mode of rhetoric or a way to lie or deceive people. I think at its core, it really is asking a very interesting epistemological question. That is, we see sort of patterns in the world or regular occurrences, and we have some intuition that there ought to be causes or laws or something behind them. Most statistical inquiry is a question about how or when we can jump from the merely probable to something that has a cause or a law behind it. So in the precept, we're reading people like Thomas Bayes, Laplace, Charles Sanders Peirce, Ronald Fisher, and exploring the different ways there are to think about this question, or that they tackle this question of going from what seems to be a repeated pattern to something arguably tangible, real, causal. The different philosophies you might have as to what exactly that move means, but also how to apply it to the real world. Laplace, for instance, talks about the difference between the natural sciences and the moral sciences, and claims that statistics applies equally to both of them for understanding the causes that underlie both natural phenomena and human behavior. So, in exploring that question, I'm hoping we unpack both elements of epistemology, how we understand the world, and also how we understand mathematics. When can or what can mathematical inquiry, quantization, mathematization of observations do for our inquiry into the real world in front of us? Math at St. John's, I think, is a very deep engagement with mathematics, or in the case of the preceptorial, with statistics, because we're thinking about it not merely as sort of set of calculational tools or tricks or a procedure to be followed, but reading actually the original texts and trying to understand how and why the math works the way it does, or what assumptions we have to make about how the world works in order for this mathematics that we're doing to make sense. That's something you don't really get if you're just learning how to calculate a p-value or compute a derivative or merely doing the technical element of it.